I don't really know how to start podcasts, so I feel like just like a hey everybody is decent enough, or just like pretending that we don't have an introduction and just like go right in. I feel like that is it.
Yeah, I feel that's decent, especially
I
for the
feel
first
like-
episode, right?
And considering the way that we are, I feel like we don't need an introduction. It's a you know who it is kind of moment.
Yeah, especially for the people who will be listening to this.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, this is probably going to be listened to by...
Like 50 people,
Yeah, and
tops.
all of these people are going to be our friends.
And
yeah.
family. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully not family, to be fair.
I mean, hopefully not family, yeah, but most likely just our friends. So the reality is, you know who it is. It's your favourite duo.
Indeed.
So, yeah, welcome to our first episode.
From live from the living room.
Oh yeah, we should probably mention that our podcast name is Live from the Living Room. Why?
We are.
Because we are in the living room.
Yeah. Well, one of them.
Yeah, one of two. We had a very difficult choice to pick like a living room for this. We picked the one where there was furniture.
Yeah, it was a hard choice.
It was a very hard choice. It was either actual sofas or a blow-up mattress, and sofas won, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely did. Plus, to be fair, I do regret it because we don't have the pretty lights.
I mean, yeah, that's true. We don't have the pretty lights in here. But
At least we're sitting.
at least we are sitting. Exactly. You know, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
So
I guess
yeah.
it's good. Would be a good thing to introduce ourselves to the people who actually don't know us.
The like minority that you are.
That one person who's listening. Yes, we're talking
By
about
accident. Hi, if you clicked here by accident, hoping for something else, well, you're in for an amazing ride. So stay, please. We beg you. But yeah, who are you?
My name is Mark. I'm one of the hosts.
Oh God, please don't call yourself a host. There are two people in this podcast. You are not a host.
I'm a co-host. Right. Yeah. I'm Mark. I'm a software developer. I recently started working for a very good company. Just graduated this summer from university.
Should be in quotation marks.
I beg your pardon. I work very hard every day.
Yeah, we have managed during your work to get onto season 3 of New Girl. I do not class that as working. I'm sorry. You know the whole hard at work or hardly working? Yeah.
I'm hard at work. Hardly working. Basically.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a long story, but basically...
We'll probably get into it in all of our episodes.
We get into it in all of our episodes. But yeah, what about you, Alex?
So I'm Alex.
Sorry for the spoiler.
Yeah. God. Ugh. No suspense there. Anything about me? I don't know. I don't work. I'm still finishing uni to try and be a speech therapist. Let's see how well that goes. Currently in the process of writing my dissertation. My dissertation's kind of going the same way as Mark's job is. Hard at work or hardly working.
I think, honestly, I think you made more progress on your dissertation than me at my work.
I think so too. But yeah, that which kind of makes me feel a lot better about myself.
It makes me feel really bad because I'm not getting paid.
And I'm not. I'm just getting into more and more debt. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing really cool about me, to be honest. I'm
sure we'll find something cool.
I'm sure we'll find something cool as the episodes go on. But as for now, I don't have a life, really.
You do leave the house sometimes.
Sometimes. I mean,
let's just clarify for the listeners. We are flatmates.
We are flatmates, yes. So we spend 24 hours a day with each other, and we had this genius...
24 hours?
I mean, obviously we don't like sleep in the same bed, but we are in the same house.
Right.
Okay,
yeah,
like
we are breathing the same air.
Yeah, all of the farts.
You had to time it when I was taking a sip, right? Okay.
I'm sorry, yeah, so for those listening, Mark just took a sip as I said all the farts and nearly like split all of his drink all over his laptop. Yeah, so
It's a very expensive laptop.
It is a very expensive laptop. But yeah, so I mean, we live together. We had this genius idea of creating a podcast. This will either make us besties or we will become...
We will probably hate each other for
we
the
will
rest of our lives.
enemies. Yeah. Either way, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be a hell of a ride, yeah.
It's going to be interesting for sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't really do much. I joined the gym recently because I need to get out of the house and the gym is a great excuse. As of currently, I have been to the gym 0 times, but I went swimming once. That's not true. We went swimming...
I know the story.
We went swimming twice. Okay, so the first time we went swimming, the situation was we literally just... Okay, we as in me and my boyfriend, we literally just bought the memberships and we were like, okay, we bought the memberships, so let's go to for a swim. And so we get on the bus, we get to the pool, we change into our swimming costumes, we walk into the pool area, and I managed to sit on the ledge, put my feet in the pool, and this guy was like, oh, are you part of the club? And we were like, no. And he goes, oh, well, it's club swimming only. And at this point, it's 8 p.m. So we were like, oh, okay, for how long? When do you guys finish? And the guy goes, oh, we're here until 9. But then water polo is coming, and the pool finishes at 10, and they shut the whole thing down at 10. So I was like, okay, that's great. So I managed to put my legs in only up to my knee, and then we left, and put our clothes back on, and that was the most anticlimactic trip to the swimming pool ever, to be honest. And the second time went a lot better. We actually booked a slot to go into the pool, so we were like, if we don't get in the pool, we are going to be raging. And we managed to get in the pool.
To be fair, what makes this story much funnier for me is they left with such determination.
Yeah, and we're going swimming.
I think I went to play squash that day.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because I went to play squash that day, and I didn't see you guys that evening. Because then I asked you how I was swimming the day after. Yeah. And then you guys started laughing hysterically. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And it's a funny story, I think.
It is. Other than that, I do a bit of volleyball. Nice. I'm getting into volleyball. That's what I should be saying. I'm not very good. I miss all the balls.
To be fair, your boyfriend did say you improved a lot.
I did improve. Before. To be fair, I did improve. I'm playing a lot better than I did, but I'm still not up there with all the good players. But
is your boyfriend a good player?
No. But do not tell him. My boyfriend, if you are listening to this, you are the most amazing player. If you are not my boyfriend, then you should know the truth, and the truth is that we all suck sometimes.
Like me with squash. Have I told you how I've been
absolutely stories
humiliated by my friend?
Go on.
So the thing is, I played tennis for over 10 years, and I played a little bit of squash as well. But I did this basically. I stopped when I was 16, so I haven't really played while I was at uni. Just for you listeners, I'm 24 now.
Old.
I'm very old, yes. I haven't played in a bit, and last year I started playing squash again, and I haven't played over the summer. And this guy just texted me hey man, do you want to go down, play some squash? And I was like, yeah. So we start. At first game, I smashed into the wall, managed to hit my middle finger on my left hand with my squash racket. Yeah, it hurt so much. I have not won a single game. I haven't won a single game. Wow. The squash games go from like up to some of the scores 11, And first time I went, like 2 weeks ago, was I got 11-2, 11-0, 11-3.
Okay.
Very, very humiliated.
I can imagine.
Like, this guy is like, it's a very interesting story. This guy has went through an amazing transformation. He was a very, very chubby guy, and then he is now like very buff.
Oh, nice.
And I went through the reverse of that. Wasn't never buff, but I was in a good shape, and then now I'm a very, very chubby guy. But anyway,
there's just more of you to love.
There's just more of me to love, right? Well, which is, by the way, nobody does that at the moment.
We'll get back into that later.
But anyway, and then last week it went. I actually started really well off. I went 11-5.
Ooh,
like
progress.
I was like really good. Like he was surprised how well I was doing at the beginning, and then 11-0. Like he literally just like went through me like a butter knife, and then I did another 11-4, and I was like, it was good. But it's great. I love playing squash with him because we can chat shit about my other friends.
You can chat shit about me.
No, actually, okay. I want to clarify. He does not know my flatmates.
That's yeah.
So I will never chat shit about you guys. I chat shit about other friends.
Fair enough.
I will not name anybody
because they might be listening.
They might be listening. So yeah.
Should we talk about what the podcast is going to be about?
Oh yeah, probably.
Because I mean, the reality is, you guys probably already know what this podcast is going to be about. It's literally Aleks and Mark sitting on a sofa, having a chat about everything and nothing, and it's going to be chaotic.
Oh yeah, like I'm not gonna envy you people who trying to like find like a logic to follow.
Yeah, we never managed to smoothly go from topic to topic.
I think one of the favorites I had, one of the conversations we had, we started off with a friends and off life, and then we ended up how you guys moved to the UK with your family.
Yeah, find the link.
And then like that was a 2-hour long conversation or more.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that we have that good kind of dynamic that like the reality is nothing ever makes sense if you listen to us. Which is
just like my life.
Yeah.
Nothing ever makes sense.
Which is why we thought that a podcast was gonna be a good idea.
At least you guys get to listen to and probably laugh with us, but more likely at us.
And we're okay with that.
Yeah, you're very okay with that.
We might cry ourselves to sleep, but that's fine.
Hey, if this gets us that like 15 minutes of fame, I'm totally down.
Yeah, I mean, 15 minutes of fame is probably all we're getting. Anyway, so in regards to our podcast, we'll probably come up with some like segments, but we have a segment in mind already.
Yeah.
Called?
It's called in the drum roll, please hear future Mark. Chadventures.
Yeah, Chadventures.
Now, would you like to tell why it's Chadventures, Alex? Or should I go into detail?
I mean, okay, so essentially, Chad is kind of a meme of the group.
Right, okay, so for people who did not understand, it's a pun. It's Chad and Adventures.
Yeah.
Chadventures.
It's Chad Adventures, essentially. Yeah. So Chad is kind of a meme of the group. It is Mark's
alter
ego.
No, I wouldn't say
holiday
alter ego.
Edition.
No. I wouldn't say alter ego. I would say just like it's me on holidays.
Holiday Mark is Chad.
Something different.
Now, let's visualize Chad for those listeners. So Chad usually wears a Hawaiian shirt.
Any kind of funky shirt, really, yeah.
Or any kind of funky shirt. To be fair, Hawaiian shirts kind of are...
Like the vibe.
The vibe, yeah. With most likely matching Hawaiian shorts.
Or swim shorts, yeah.
Yeah, like swim shorts.
Exclusively swim shorts.
Exclusively swim shorts, yep. Really funky sunglasses.
And bucket hat.
And a bucket hat. And, yep, and that is... Chad.
And flip-flops, yeah.
And flip-flops, yeah. Well, obviously, because you're on holiday.
Alright.
So this is the kind of Chad vibe. And
Like,
Chad
thing is, okay, I have pictures where I can totally sell myself as a drug dealer.
Yeah, like a drug dealer on holiday kind of situation.
Yeah. With those green glasses, I had the circular ones.
And they were like really, really small. They looked amazing, to be fair.
Unfortunately, I'm not a friend of mine broke it.
Yeah. You know who you are.
I'm not mad about it. That's okay.
Yeah, but I'm mad about it. They were great sunglasses.
I still have them.
Yeah, you do still have them. They're missing one ace piece,
Like,
so they're kind of like just half glasses.
You know, those are those old timey things. Like I was thinking about bending them down,
right?
So I
you
could
can
do this, hold them
to your face.
Yes, I go to like the theater.
Yeah, and like hold your sunglasses. That would be hilarious. So that's essentially Chad, and then Mark has been single for a very long time.
A very long time, since 2019 October, so about 3 years now.
So very long time.
Yes.
And so single Mark is not very lucky on dating websites or dating anything.
Yeah, I'm not very lucky, yeah.
And so we kind of had this...
to be fair, not gonna lie to you, just I'm hoping that I will get a relationship out of this. Not gonna lie to you.
Use me like this.
Not gonna lie to you, but...
I mean, I feel like this is going to be more of a deterrent than a magnet. I'm not going to lie to you. But anyway, So Mark isn't very lucky in the dating realm. And so we kind of took some Chad-ish pictures of Mark, and he had new profile pictures for his dating websites.
So just so you know, all of my dating profiles now are almost exclusively Chad.
Yeah. His bio changed as well. Chad got a little lucky at the start. Like,
I had quite a bit of moment at the start. Like, I was gonna say, but.
And then it died off a little.
I think after 2 weeks it died down.
Yeah.
Because people were like, oh, that's funny. Plus, probably the algorithms didn't like me. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what it is.
It's more like that people don't like me.
Yeah, they probably swiped on you and then you said something and they were like, oh. Shame. Unswipe.
Yeah.
No, I'm obviously kidding. But yeah, so we kind of made this whole segment of Chadventures where Mark, in his search for love, has come across some very interesting dating profiles on these apps, and basically we're just gonna bully some people. So
what this segment is gonna be about is, I already started collecting bios, and Alex is gonna rate them. Basically, I'm gonna read them out, just the bios, obviously. This is an audio podcast only, so we don't want to show any pictures.
Yeah.
Of course, of GDPR and everything, so we don't want to offend anybody. We're just going to read the bios. I think some of them are hilarious. That's why I screenshotted them.
To be fair, like, the odd times that I have swiped on your, like, Tinder, like, I've found some, like, brilliant, like, bios.
Do you just want me to give an example?
No, I feel like you should save them. Save them, Mark.
I meant one of the old ones that you already saw.
Oh, I mean, sure. Yeah, one of the old ones. Give them a preview of
We have a whole group chat of this. Jesus.
We have a whole group chat. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
It's not. You wanted to be included on the joke. I made this group chat because I sent this to your boyfriend. The boyfriend, if you're listening, you're a really good friend of mine. Probably the best. So.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm not his best. Oh.
No, I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure I recently had a chat with him where he said, oh no, we are like really good mates, but he has a better friend, and I wouldn't say that I'm like competing with that.
I don't think. No?
No,
I don't think so.
Oh,
if you're thinking about who you're thinking about I know you're thinking about it. And I can tell you that, I think I love that guy, don't get me wrong. I think I was just gonna say.
He's a little too far away to love.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to move closer to be loved closer.
Yes, that's one. Okay.
Have you found a funny one?
I'm looking for a funny one. Jesus, these are like very old. Jesus, I've been singing for way too long.
To be fair, a lot of the pictures and bios that you have shown us, some of the situations are funny because of the pictures as well. Like the amount of times that we've seen some like crazy pictures on the profile pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, reality is just you can always just bring it up in the next episode.
I'll find you one. Why are my random pictures in this group chat? Jesus. I'll find you. For example, this one. The profile, the bio says, "I don't really know a nice way to ask them to buy me food."
Yep. And to be fair, I wouldn't say that's a funny one. It's more of a really fucking relatable.
Yeah.
Like, same girl, same.
Yeah. Or like, I actually have better ones. I just don't want to read them out because obviously, the whole point of this, I'm not showing this to the group. Yeah.
Speaking of food, though.
No.
Come on, that was a perfect segue.
It was a perfect segue, to be fair, yeah.
Okay, so speaking of food, we have a flat-made HelloFresh situation.
For people who don't know what HelloFresh is, this is not a sponsored segment. Let me clarify, not sponsored.
Yeah, we would really like to be sponsored because HelloFresh
No, we wouldn't because we don't have money, so we don't want to pay for music and stuff if you're going to use that.
I mean, true, but still, I kind of want to be sponsored by HelloFresh.
Same, at least free food.
Like, and HelloFresh is good. Like, HelloFresh is so good. Okay, HelloFresh essentially is this, like, subscription food situation where you pick, like, some meals and then a box gets, like, curated for you with all of the things that you need for the meal, and it gets delivered straight to your door, and then you just
cook it,
unpack, cook it based on the recipe. And
it's usually really like a simple 6-step recipe.
Like a 6-point recipe. Like the recipes are crazy, stupid, easy, and yeah. So as a house, we have a HelloFresh subscription. Yeah. So all 4 of us are kind of chipping in to the HelloFresh, and unfortunately, I am the cook of the house.
Right.
I say unfortunately.
Most of the time.
That's not true. It's not even an unfortunate situation. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, she really enjoys cooking.
But the funny situation with cooking is that usually okay, it's a 50-50. Sometimes I get help from someone, and sometimes I get no help from anybody. And like
by the way, while she's telling you guys this, she's like looking at me is like, yeah, I'm talking about you, bitch.
Yeah, I am talking about you, bitch. No, but to be fair, neither does my boyfriend. Like, sometimes both of you just like sit upstairs and I'm cooking, and I'm like the whole time I'm like swearing. I'm going like, I'm here cooking their stupid food, and they're up there doing whatever the hell they are doing.
I was working.
Here. Well, yeah, well, obviously, like I'm never angry because you're actually not doing anything. Anyway.
To be fair, I'm not doing anything, but technically I'm at work.
So sometimes, yeah. I mean, anyway. So if I'm making food and Mark is not being of assistance, which usually his assistance is like, he like pours the water out of the pasta pot, and like that's about it. Occasionally you'll like chop something up or like take out the garlic from the fridge.
But mostly I just put music on.
Usually you put music on and just you're a good vibe.
Thank you.
So when Mark when Mark's presence is not with me in the kitchen while I make food, then we kind of don't like to shout in this house which theoretically is stupid because we probably should. It's probably a better way to communicate.
Well, also, you can just go say reuse Amazon's Alexas. I have one in my room and there's one in the kitchen. You can literally just go, Alexa, drop in and say stuff to me. I'll hear it.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't know you could do that. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, either way, so usually the situation will be either
to be fair, your boyfriend does want to get rid of the kitchen Alexa.
Yeah, he doesn't really like the idea that it spies on you.
It does not spy on you.
Well, anyway, so back to the story, Mark.
A little bit.
So essentially, I'll make the food, and if Mark doesn't help me or his presence is not in the kitchen, then usually either me or my boyfriend will send him a message. And the message simply is just a one-word message.
Okay, no. That's not true. Doesn't even have to be that word. Because around that time, I know what any of the messages mean. Because usually it's just the one word, which is...
food.
Indeed. But I got messages literally just saying, oi.
Yeah.
And that, I was like, oh, it's time.
Yeah, and Mark... Okay, so we have a one-floor house, so... We have the living room on the downstairs on the ground floor, and the kitchen and the downstairs bathroom, and then upstairs is all of our bedrooms and our bathroom. And Mark is usually upstairs, and when the food is ready and we summon thee with a one-word message of anything.
It's like a magic spell.
It's like a magic spell. Mark has this very distinct run down the stairs that he does.
That's just how I go down all the stairs.
That is not how you go down the stairs.
That's how I go downstairs.
No, Mark, I'm sorry, it's not. And it's this specific kind of run that I can't explain to people, but it's kind of like he stomps a little harder and a little more excitedly. And essentially, as soon as I hear that door open, I am basically weeing my pants, laughing, because I know what's coming. And then it happens.
Right, okay, so...
And it's beautiful. It's beautiful, Mark. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm forcing myself usually not to go down fast on stairs, because this is how I've always been running downstairs. Like staircases, like going really fast. And I have had multiple cases when I slipped and just fell. To be fair, hilarious, but not very, very painful sometimes. Never broke a bone or anything, but I do stop myself. Although, food does get me excited.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard you walk down the stairs when food was related.
Okay, I shall work on my...
No, please don't, because it makes my day.
Okay.
But yeah, so Mark has a very distinct food run. Just down the stairs, because once he gets down the stairs, it's
I actually
no longer
walk
a run.
normally.
Yeah, you might...
To be fair, I one of the other things, I walk very heavily on my heels.
Yeah,
you know that this whole
bad,
room shakes because of the bad sort of bad.
Yeah, you really are heavy on your feet. Yeah.
Not heavy. Well, I'm heavy, but
no, but that's kind of the expression,
oh, right?
Right?
That's the expression. Okay.
When you stomp like that, the expression is that you're heavy on your feet. I might be wrong. We might get a comment being like, "That is not the fucking expression."
That's probably gonna be from your boyfriend.
Probably. Anyway, so Mark has this very distinct food run, and it's only for the duration of the stairs. He walks to the stairs and then walks from the stairs. But the stairs aspect is this amazing, joyful speed run. That's just beautiful. It's beautiful, truly.
I mean, if you want, one day you can put on the microphone and just put it there as I walk, run down, so we can share it with the audience.
We can figure that out. You know what we will do when we get 1,000 subscribers or whatever the hell, or 1,000 views where 500 is not from me and you. Then sure, then we can do that.
It's gonna be just a 20-second special.
just yeah. I think it's gonna be great. Anyway, so that happens, and then we have the food, and usually when we eat, whether it be lunch or dinner.
The thing is, we have a kitchen with a very spacious dining room.
Yeah.
Nobody uses it.
Nobody
like,
uses
we
that.
just go into the living room, this very same living room, and we just sit down and we put something on, like some movie. Most often it's series.
It is. Yeah, we have some like favorites, I think.
Yeah, I mean, as probably you mentioned earlier, that, well, during my work, we managed to go through 3 seasons of New Girl.
Yeah.
That's not actually true. We are in the 3rd season. So 2 seasons of New Girl. Doesn't make it better.
That doesn't make it better. No.
But, for the people who are not familiar with New Girl, go check it out. It's a fantastic show.
It is fantastic. It's fantastic because I feel like Jess.
It's very relatable. I don't want to say who I feel like. Because I feel like a mixture of different characters.
Yeah,
I cannot identify but as one single character.
Yeah, I think that, like, I wish I didn't identify as Jess, but unfortunately I really identify as Jess.
Not with every aspect. Because you wouldn't, like you said specifically, in certain situations, you wouldn't do that.
I mean, yeah, but then the reality is that I'm
95% identify with it.
Yeah, like the reality is that just because that 5% I am not Jess doesn't make me not Jess. But essentially Jess lives with 3 guys, which, hello, surprise, so do I.
Because we haven't talked about flatmate number 4.
Flatmate number 4, yeah.
Flatmate number 4, do you want this to be your new nickname? Sorry, I've just had a little brain fart there, couldn't speak. So
we call him Butler Boy, which the reality is we probably shouldn't, because Mark is actually more of a butler boy than flatmate number 4 is.
I'm not a butler. I make drinks, okay? And I bring the drinks with joy to you guys.
That's true. Yeah.
But I don't serve you guys. Not to be fair, I didn't bring you water.
Exactly. You are turning into a butler boy. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's true. It's very true. But yeah, so we live with flatmate number 4, my boyfriend Mark and me. There's 4 of us. In New Girl, Jess lives with 3 guys, and we go. Well, to be fair, Mark has seen this twice already.
I've seen it twice. It's amazing show. I love it.
Yeah, but I'm still like a newbie. I'm still watching it for the first time, and I go through a lot of mixed emotions during this series, from like massive cringe about the fact that I feel like Jess, to like embarrassment that I literally did something like this, to then being like, why is this happening?
And then to like, I absolutely hate this character.
Yeah. And this character is Schmidt. Spoiler alert.
I'm gonna put a spoiler alert at the beginning of this that we're gonna be discussing some of New Girl.
Cool.
For people who didn't see it, because it's not a new podcast by New Girl. By I think we're gonna talk about it quite a lot.
We will. Yeah.
But
it's.
I don't think it's gonna be permanent about that. But yeah, I'm just gonna put a spoiler warning on it.
That's fair enough. That seems me, but I'll still say spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear a spoiler about what happens in New Girls season 3, then skip forward. I don't know to what
I don't know
point,
where. Yeah,
but
probably like a 5-minute.
Yeah, probably just you know what, just skip a little bit, and worst comes to worst.
If it's still New Girl, just skip again.
Just skip again. Yeah. Anyway, so now to bully the people that skipped ahead, I'm gonna keep it very short. Schmidt had 2 girlfriends at one point, which was awful, because one of the girls he fell in love with, broke up with, and like still loved, and like was very like weird about, and then she wanted to she like basically found love, and
Did
was
she?
well, I mean, she was gonna get married And
yeah,
she
but
was,
clearly
it was
we were
literally
told that like she called it off that she can't do it because she was in love with Schmidt still.
I mean, yeah, but Schmidt wasn't making it easy for
Oh
her.
yeah, true.
And he basically like ruined her wedding day, and he ruined it
As a friend.
As a friend, ruined it so bad that they never actually got to the point of the whole I do part. So they never got married. And when it did get to the I do part, she was kind of like, actually, it's a no from me.
I think it's a bit too much backstory. The whole point is the other one was like sort of like a rebound with his like first ever girlfriend. The point is like Schmidt was dating 2 women at the same time, and then.
But it wasn't right. Like the only reason he was dating the first one was because he didn't get a +1 to the wedding.
Yeah, I mean,
and he said that he was gonna get a girlfriend.
Yes, but then I legitimately believe that Schmidt cared about Elizabeth.
I think he cared about Elizabeth and also cared about Cece.
Like I think he was like legit in love with both. It's just like he couldn't choose.
And
I'm not saying he was right what he did.
No, and that makes him a very not nice person.
We will revisit this discussion in a later season.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm sure we will probably. I'll probably talk about it again. Every time I watch this season now, I'm
honestly, Schmidt is one of my favourite characters.
And you know what? Every time I tell people, like, I hate Schmidt.
Like, literally just the other night.
Literally yesterday.
We had friends over. We played poker, right? And then she brings up, and we brought it up, right? And then she's like, "Oh yeah, I hate Schmidt." And like everyone like, "No, not Schmidt. Schmidt is so good." And I agree, Schmidt is so good.
Yeah, well, I don't like Schmidt. It might change. I might end up liking Schmidt.
He will.
My current favourite character so far is Jess and Nick.
Couple.
Because you know what? I like their energy. Their energy is nice. And to be fair, it took them 2 seasons to finally do each other, and for that whole reason I applaud them, because I could never. So yeah.
Right, is there anything we want to talk about today? Because we are running around 40 minutes.
I don't know, I mean,
we can talk about when we're uploading things.
I think that's a good idea.
Right.
So Mark, when is our upload schedule?
So we will hopefully, if we can stick to it, upload on every Sunday.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Every Sunday, 4 p.m. ish. That's the time I set.
Like British
my calendar.
time.
British time. Yes, we are in.
We are
United
in the UK,
Kingdom.
so yeah, so British time it is.
So we are obviously uploading according to British time, which is currently just GMT. But over the summer it will be BST.
Yeah. Yeah, God, it's.
Well, yeah, we hopefully will be.
Now.
Oh yeah, it's dark time. Yeah, very much so.
I hate this time.
Oh, it's gonna be even darker when I go home. It's gonna be like an hour back. Oh, it's pitch black at 4 p.m. It's awful. It's absolutely awful.
I hate this time of year. I'm not gonna.
To be fair, I love winter.
I love winter, but I hate the change of the timings. I wish the winter could stick to BST.
See, the thing is, I get that. At the same time, I see why this is good as well. So, but that's a whole other topic.
Yeah,
I don't think we want to go down that rabbit hole.
Topic.
So the thing is, that the problem is, right, we think that this is a general thing. I'm just going to finish on this one. We generally think we are ending a conversation and someone throws in a half line, and that's enough to like put a whole new spark into the conversation, and we just keep talking, to be fair, until like one of us is like, holy shit, it's 10:30. It's literally almost 10:30.
It's almost 10:30 at night, yeah. But then again, we've only been talking for 40 minutes.
We've been talking for 40 minutes. True.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be worse when we actually record.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna try and upload on Sundays. So yeah, I think that's.
Do you want to do like a sign off, or we can just do like, you know, what's something is very popular is just like a mid sentence cut off.
a mid-sentence cut off sounds perfect.
No, it's just basically, as we're talking, I'm just gonna start feeding in the music and then like feeding us ourselves.
I mean, yeah, that works for me. I don't know. You know what? I don't think that you really can